I can't see anything. Hoyoung gives off main character vibes, you know? Like, it's certainly one of the most prettiest classes in the game, and the playstyle is super engaging. Hoyoung is Maple's take on the famous Monkey King legend story, which has given way to some of my most favourite characters in pop culture. Like, you've got Goku from Dragon Ball, the new Black Myth Wukong game, and Wukong from League of Legends. Hey, who put that in the script? We don't talk about that side of my past anymore. Anyways, the class is fun as heck. Some of your skills have an optional secondary movement effect, which allows you to be one of the most mobile classes in the game. So there's heaps of skill expression, and you will notice a visual gameplay difference between your casual class enjoyer to someone who fully understands the class. So any Hoyoung pros out there, please forgive my crappy gameplay in the background. My TLDR though, I think Hoyoung is a great main or hyperburn candidate, but it's a bit expensive for a boss mule. Like, the nodestone requirements are high, and you will need to invest some amount of time into learning the class as well. Like, Hoyoungs have a lot of damage, but it will make you work for it. You're a gauge class, and there are buffs and summons that you need to maintain to keep your damage up. Like, yeah, there's micromanagement, but thankfully less than what happens to me in my 9 to 5. Look, if I can learn the basics, you can too. So if you want to invest in a fun boss mule with great skill animations, then Hoyoung could be for you. Okay, so you got 3 types of skills. Skills that don't use energy, skills when the middle gauge is filled, and skills when the outer gauge is filled. The skills that don't use energy are the ones that have the traditional cooldown or that you can spam. These utilize your clone, and with a lot of these skills you can switch places with the clone, providing an additional movement option. These skills will charge the middle gauge and the outer gauge to a lesser degree. In this lineup you've got slide to the left, slide to the right, optional slide actually. This is your main bossing skill, fan attack into a hop, a mountain attack, and you can teleport to either side, a flame attack that shoots your clone up and then you can swap with them. You can turn into a boulder and fall really fast. And then just your fan main mobbing skill. Your middle gauge skills are called your Talisman skills. You can use one each time the gauge is full, and it will consume all the energy you have stored up. Using the middle gauge will fill up the outer gauge. You've got Clone, which is your take on the iconic Thief Shadow Partner. A ghost summon that helps you attack. A whole ass gate you can place and use as a portal. And a skill that sucks in mobs. You can't suck in bosses, but it'll do extra damage to the boss. Your outer gauge skills are your scroll skills. Same as before, 1 skill per charge. It adds to the list of things you can summon, like this massive tiger, some butterflies, a vortex, and this skill that leaves an IED debuff on the boss. How are we not done yet? Why are there so many skills? Good luck finding keybinds for everything. You get the Nimbus and the ability to fly. So, public service announcement, don't skip the main quest. Your iframe is a hold down that turns you into a painting. I guess if you stay still they can't see you. You've got the iconic Wukong bonk, and this skill lets you spam the bonk for a short duration. One of your 5th job skills is literally Shadow Clone Jitsu. You summon a bunch of yous that periodically attack whatever you're attacking. And finally, this giant that also attacks whatever you're attacking. You can see his fists and feet appearing randomly. Press the skill again before it expires to do a massive bonk. How ridiculous is that? I only go through the relevant skills for classes on here, and I pretty much went through the entire kit, from 1st job all the way through to 5th. And that's also reflected in your boost nodes. You've got 9 possible skills to boost, and guess what? You want all 9 boosted. So in this class you need 3 pairs of trios. That's 6 whole slots dedicated to just boost nodes. Your typical level 220 boss mule will struggle to fit all the skills on, as well as any decent skills you might need. Alright, so perfect trios look like this. You want Clone, Earth, and Humanity on your first pair. Second pair will be Heaven, Vortex, and Ghost Flame. Third is Gourd, Degeneration, and Butterflies. But, I mean, for a class like Hoyoung, you want everything boosted anyway, so don't bother searching for the perfect ones. Just get 2 of each skills in any combination you can get, and you're golden. You want everything anyway. Inner ability in this class is a fun one. It's a different one for a change. Best in slot is +1 passives to your skills, because you're still using skills from first job and whatever, so you want to boost them up. It's still a very specific one, so it might cost you a bit of honor rerolling for it. Great thing is you don't need attack speed on this class, you can reach max, and boss damage is an okay settle too, I guess. This class is fun. That being said though, I'm really bad at it. Like, I dropped Lotus and Damien on it for a few weeks, and when I came back to it for this video, I really struggled with the timing and movement. Like, I'm kinda hesitant to show you my Lotus run for the week, because I literally get hit by everything. A good player won't though. Like, you've got endless tools to maneuver around any boss, you just gotta know what you're doing. I made this Hoyoung back when 260 hyperburns weren't even a thing. Like, hyperburns used to only take you to 250. So now it's in an awkward position where if I want it to get to 6 job, I need to invest more time into it again. But the class is just so cool that I might. Like, I adore classes with colourful skills and gorgeous animations. It just feels like a finished class, you know. It doesn't really ask for much more. And it just gets better the more confident you are with it. The downsides, let's see. Did I mention it's not a face roll class? You've got 4 buffs and summons to upkeep, which isn't too hard to do. But it's part of the micromanagement that comes with playing Hoyoung. You need to keep them up as well as focusing on what you're doing, what your character's doing, what the boss is doing. I've already mentioned this as well, but the class needs a crap ton of funding. It needs nodes, it needs levels. Maybe consider it for a hyperburn boss mule. Now, I'm glad they freed up more jobs on the V Matrix as well, because you need so many. Like, you've got 4 5th job skills, 6 boost nodes. You probably want decent sharp eyes, holy symbol, speed infusion. That's like, what, 13 slots already? Last resort is good as well, and the anima race has like a cool skill that prevents you from dying. Yeah, there's quite a bit. It won't be the boss mule everyone is looking for, but hopefully I showed off some upsides too. The aesthetic and playstyle was great. I'm hoping I get this vid out before Ride or Die Hyperburn selections to help anyone still making up their mind. Maybe consider a Hoyoung. Anyways, thanks for watching.